I don't think it's going to come as a shock to anyone, but Garrett and I have decided to end our engagement.
Becca Kufrin is back to being a bachelorette. The reality star revealed that she and fiancé Garrett Yrigoyen have called it quits after 2 years during Tuesday's episode of her Bachelor Happy Hour podcast.
If you have followed us on Instagram for the past couple months, you'll have noticed that I spent a lot of time in Minnesota. I was with family and close friends, and he was out on the West Coast doing the same. And we were really just trying to take time and gain some clarity on as to what was the next best step in our lives, whether that was together or as individuals.
Becca went on to explain that this wasn't a decision she and Garrett came to overnight.
There's much more to it. There's to any relationship, there's a lot of layers, and it's not for me to divulge details. But, for anyone out there who has gone through a breakup, you know that it's never easy. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and you have these ups and these downs, and you just try to take it day by day.
The former Bachelorette says that at the end of the day, their paths just went different ways.
We went on this crazy TV show over 2 years ago in hopes of finding love, and we were lucky enough that we did. We really, truly did, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity.
Since night one, I saw something in you. I felt something in you. So much so that you got that first rose. You got that first impression rose because, right away, I felt something so strong.
Garrett proposed to Becca at the end of her 2018 season of the ABC reality show during a romantic trip to the Maldives.
When we were building our dream home out of sand, talking about our kids, talking about a future, I knew that I loved you so much, and I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you.
On Tuesday, Becca recalled the future she thought they would have together.
We also thought that we had a future that would be set in stone. We thought that we'd buy a house together and have a dog, and, probably add children to the mix one day. And again, life happens, and people sometimes drift apart and have differences, and they go their separate ways.
She ended her speech by requesting privacy as she and Yrigoyen determine what's best for us and how to navigate this difficult time.
I just hope that from here on out, the rumors can be put to bed, and that Garrett and I can now move on into the next chapter of our lives that's hopefully, fingers crossed, the best ones yet.
Kufrin also shared news of the couple's split on Instagram, writing in part, quote, "With a heavy heart, Garrett and I have come to the loving conclusion to end our engagement."
As a woman, I feel like sometimes we're much more intuitive.
Yes, Becca.
Know what's in our head and in our hearts and know how those can align the best.
But it's no secret that trouble's been brewing for some time. Neither Kufrin nor Yrigoyen have posted photos of each other on social media since May. Not to mention, their relationship has been under scrutiny from the start.
I love you so much. Not just now, but forever. You're my world.
Yrigoyen first ignited controversy while Becca's season of The Bachelorette was airing, after fans discovered that he'd liked racist and sexist posts on social media. The 31-year-old apologized, calling his double taps mindless. And while Kufrin didn't condone his behavior, she did stick by him.
I trust my gut. I know what's right for me, and so I know at the end of the day, I will make that right choice.
In June, the California native made headlines again, this time sharing a pro-police post on Instagram amid the Black Lives Matter movement.
When I read his post, I think what was so troubling for me, in addition to just the thin blue line, is that I don't understand when he says, "I've listened, learned, helped, supported, and I've grown." And then everything thereafter contradicts that entire line.
Fellow Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay confronted Kufrin about the post on their podcast.
What is it that he has learned, and how is it that he's grown? Because we don't see it with this statement.
As for Kufrin's response, once again, she didn't excuse Yrigoyen's behavior, but she did say this.
I think his heart is in the right place. I think it's bad timing, and it does come across as tone deaf.
The next week, Kufrin told listeners that she was uncertain of the couple's future.
For those who are curious about my relationship with Garrett at this point, all I can say right now is that I don't know. I can't give anything more than that. It's something that we are trying to work through and discuss and do work on at home at this time. And that's where the work will remain. And that's really the best I can give you at this point. But I wanted to share this. I know I've been rambling for a bit, but to give a little bit more context and to give you, Rachel, my apology, and to really throw my voice and hat in the ring to say things need to change within the franchise and within myself as well.
Yrigoyen has yet to post about or comment on the couple's split.